So what we have here is a 2008 Ford Taurus, and what we're going to do is show you how the airbag comes off the steering wheel, how to release it from the steering wheel. I'm not 100% sure about this, but this might be the same procedure for the Ford 500, but this is a Taurus, and this one has a different release mechanism than the Ford Escapes, F-150s. They're a little bit different. Sometimes you have to remove the airbag to either replace the airbag or replace, to remove the steering wheel. Sometimes you have to do work on the steering column or something like that. Remove the steering wheel, you have to remove the airbag first. So what we're going to do is you might want to use either a little curved pick like this. This one's barely long enough to work on the bottom. It works on the top side, but it's a little bit harder to do on the bottom. There's two clips on the top, one over here, two on the bottom, but this is from the back side of the steering wheel. I'll show you the access ports on there. And then, so this type of hook may work, but I'm going to probably use this one, straight little pick for releasing different types of locks, usually electronic clips, and you can possibly use a mini screwdriver like this. All you need is for it to be able to reach towards the back of the steering wheel from the dash, from the instrument cluster like this. If you can see, this part here doesn't turn with the steering wheel. That's just part of the steering column. So the steering wheel, you have to turn it 1/8 of a turn this way to reach the access port, which is back here. Little slot. It's just a shape like a straight slot, about 1 inch wide, less than 1/2 inch tall. And then the other one is, when you turn the steering wheel this way, about 1/8 of a turn. It's over here on this side. And so what you're going to do is you can use a mirror, a little round mirror, and it'll show you which way to pull the release lever. If you look in there, see that black little wire right there inside? You have to pull that one away. So it's just a small movement. So let me show you how it's done. It's a little bit easier if you're actually doing it than to try to see it. Okay, so what I did there, I'll do it again so you can see, is the wires right about here. I stuck my tool on the outboard side of the wire, and I'm going to pull it this way. At the same time, as I do that, I'm going to push this part. This is the airbag. I'll push that away with my thumb. So here we go. Pull and push right here, just a little bit, and that releases. Turn the wheel this way. There it is. Just pulled it a little bit, got in the right spot, and then pushed out this way and it popped loose. So now the two on the top are done. I'll turn the wheel to where it's upside down. And angle it over a little bit right here. You can reach back here and you can feel for the slot that is triangle shaped. I'll show it to you with the mirror here in a second. It's right here. And you want to put it where it's at the top so you have access to it. That's the port right there, the triangle shape. What you're going to do is reach in there with the little pick and move the wire aside. Okay, there it was. There it went. You can kind of feel it give way, and I'm pushing from the. I'm on the wheel's upside down, but if you're facing the front of the car, which you are, from your right side, you're pushing towards your left side, like this, from here to here. So what you're going to do is you're going to try to get on that side of the wire and push. And when you push, you'll feel it give. When you feel something give, don't remove the tool. Just pull on the steering, on the airbag, and you'll feel it pull out just a little bit. So then once you got that side done, you turn the wheel this way. You can reach back here. You'll feel for that triangle shaped port, which is right at the top. When the wheel is angled like this, tool in there. There it is. I pulled from the outside in like this, like that. When I felt the wire pulled like this, and it popped loose, and then I just pull on the airbag a little bit and it releases. So now you have all four released. Comes right loose like that. So without turning the wheel yet, I'm just going to show you what I did. Right about there is the wire. It's actually a wire, black wire, that goes all the way down here, all the way to this guy here. Okay. Same thing over here. There's the wire. It goes all the way across like this. And when you're on the underside, the bottom side of the steering wheel, like I just did, what you're doing is you're pulling that wire from outboard in this right there. You see it just move right there? It's a lot easier to do when you got this airbag already off, because you can see it. But that's all you got to do is stick this pick in there, find that wire from the outboard side and pull it in like this towards the center. What I mean by that is this is the outboard of the wheel. You're pulling it in Same thing on this side. You're going to do from the outboard in like this, and that's how you release that wire. Just like that, pops loose. This one on the other side, grab a hold of it. It's actually locked in place, but there you go. So you find the wire with your pick, push it in from the outboard in, and when you push it like that, it releases. Just look at it from the inside view. Push that wire out like that, and it releases. Just like that. And what it's releasing from is these guys right here. The wire would be here, and as you pull it out, it pops loose. Same thing on all four of them. However, these that are on the bottom side of the steering wheel, that's how you move them. You just pull them to the side. The ones that are on the top of the steering wheel are a little bit different. It's that one right there, and that one right there. They're shaped like a rounded triangle type of thing. It goes like from here, which is the part you can see right there. It goes this way, and then it folds back under like this and attaches. So it's like a P shaped, you know, but it's long. And the easiest way to do that one is to reach in there and pull up, because when you reach in here from behind the steering wheel like this, see inside. Don't look by the bolt where you can easily see the wire. Look inside the hole, the round white hole. You can barely see the wire in there, and that's the part that grips the lock. And when you pull up, straight up, it pulls that lock part out. So what you're doing is you're basically pushing it straight up in this direction from behind the steering wheel. And again, you turn the wheel this way a little bit. Reach in there and you're pulling up like this. And the slots back here are just straight slots, ovals, and the ones down here on the bottom are shaped like a triangle, like a rounded off triangle. Anyway, that's how you release them one at a time. It is a little bit on the difficult side compared to a lot of the others. And the way it goes back in is you just, this, by the way, that silver bolt in the middle is the one that holds the steering wheel in place. So you just loosen that guy up, and then you can pop the steering wheel loose. Put it back in place. You want to use a little bit of blue Loctite and torque it down to roughly about 65 foot-pounds, give or take. You'll have to look that up in a manual to make sure that that's right, but 65 to 80 at the most. It's torqued down pretty good, but the blue Loctite keeps it from loosening up on its own. This one came in because apparently somebody maybe have done some work to it or something, or it just loosened up on its own or whatever. I don't know, but the steering wheel was wobbling around like crazy. Just wobbly. And it turns out that little bolt was backed out about 3 turns. So it was very loose. Didn't come out all the way, but it was very loose. And basically the whole steering wheel was just very wobbly. Still able to steer, but just very The guy said it was getting worse. He said he was unsure if the wheel was going to come off, so that's why I brought it in. Should have brought it in earlier. And I don't even know how it came loose, because they're not supposed to ever come loose. So I'm assuming that somebody might have done some work to this car before, where they had to take the steering wheel off and didn't put it on tight enough or whatever. So I used blue Loctite, just like I said earlier, just to make sure that it does not come loose on its own. Have fun. Hope this works for you. Hope you learned how to do this. I know I probably could have done a way better job of showing you how to do it, but did the best I could for the way I could get it done today. And put it back in, you just probably gonna hear the horn honk. Push it in really good. It clips. You can hear the clips go, and it pops in, and it's good to go all the way around. You can feel the seam is the same all the way around in the back. It's all even, so you know it's in there. And have fun. Thanks.